Motivational stories. It's 3 a.m. at the Tesla factory in Fremont, California. Most of the world is asleep, but there's a light on in the corner office, and a figure is hunched over blueprints, coffee growing cold beside him. This isn't a one-time occurrence. This is Tuesday. This is every day. Elon Musk isn't here because he feels motivated. He's here because he made a promise to himself years ago, and discipline doesn't care about your feelings. Let me tell you a story about why most people fail, and it has nothing to do with talent, luck, or even opportunity. It has everything to do with a word that makes people uncomfortable: discipline. Picture this. January 1st. Gyms are packed. Everyone's excited. Motivation is through the roof. People are posting their goals on social media, buying new workout gear, meal prepping like their lives depend on it. The energy is electric. Fast forward to February 15th. The gym is empty again. The meal prep containers are gathering dust. The goals? Forgotten. What happened? Did people suddenly lose their ability to succeed? Did the universe conspire against them? No. They fell into what Elon calls the motivation trap. Musk once said in an interview, "People think you need to be pumped up every day to achieve great things. That's nonsense. I'm not always motivated. Most days I'm tired. Some days I don't want to deal with the problems, but I do it anyway." That's the difference. Think about it like this. Motivation is like a weather pattern. Some days it's sunny and beautiful, and you feel like you can conquer the world. Other days it's cold, dark, and rainy, and you just want to stay in bed. If you only work on sunny days, you'll never build anything significant. Discipline is the architecture beneath the surface. It's the foundation that holds everything up when the storms come, and the storms always come. Let me take you back to 2008. This was Elon's darkest year. SpaceX had failed 3 rocket launches in a row. Each failure cost tens of millions of dollars. Tesla was hemorrhaging money and was months away from bankruptcy. His marriage was falling apart. He was sleeping on the factory floor, showering at the YMCA. Any reasonable person would quit. Any motivated person would have lost their motivation long ago. But here's what Elon did. He woke up every single morning and went back to work. Not because he felt like it, not because some inspirational video pumped him up, but because he had built a system of discipline that operated independently of his emotions. He had one rocket left, one chance. If the 4th SpaceX launch failed, the company would be finished. There was no backup plan, no safety net. The night before that launch, do you think Elon was motivated? He was terrified. He was exhausted. He was running on fumes. But his discipline routine kicked in anyway. Review the data, check the systems, trust the process, execute. September 28, 2008, Falcon 1 became the first privately funded liquid fuel rocket to reach orbit. SpaceX survived. Not because of motivation, because of discipline. Here's something most people don't know about Elon Musk. His alarm goes off at 5 a.m., not 5:15, not 5:30, 5 a.m., sharp. Does he want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day? Absolutely not. He'd admitted he'd prefer to sleep longer. His body often screams for more rest. But here's his philosophy. The first decision of your day determines all the others. If you negotiate with yourself on the alarm clock, you'll negotiate on everything else. This is the discipline principle in its purest form. It's not about the specific time. It's about keeping promises to yourself. Think about your own life for a moment. How many times have you hit snooze? Each time you do, you're training yourself that your commitments are negotiable. You're teaching your brain that when things get uncomfortable, you can just opt out. Elon structures his entire day in 5-minute blocks. From the moment he wakes up to the moment he sleeps, every segment of his day has a purpose. Shower, 5 minutes. Breakfast with kids, 30 minutes. Email review, 30 minutes. Engineering meetings, 60 minutes. People ask him, "Isn't that exhausting? Isn't that robotic?" His response,
What's exhausting is having dreams and never achieving them. What's robotic is scrolling through social media for 3 hours and calling it relaxation. I'd rather be tired from building than comfortable from doing nothing. Now here's where things get controversial. Elon has famously worked 80 to 100-hour weeks for years. People criticize this. They say it's unsustainable, unhealthy, impossible. And they're right if you're relying on motivation. But Elon isn't working 80 hours because he's motivated for 80 hours. He's working 80 hours because he's disciplined for 80 hours. There's a massive difference. Let me break this down with a real example from Tesla's Model 3 production hell in 2017-2018. Tesla had promised to produce 5,000 Model 3 cars per week. They were only managing 2,000. The company's credibility was on the line. Billions of dollars in investor money was at stake. Bankruptcy was once again a real possibility. What did Elon do? He literally moved into the factory. He slept in a sleeping bag on the floor. He worked 120-hour weeks. He didn't go home for days at a time. Was he motivated every hour of those 120 hours? Of course not. There were hours where he was so exhausted he could barely think. Hours where every muscle ached. Hours where he questioned everything. But his discipline routine kicked in anyway. What's the next problem to solve? Solve it. What's the next bottleneck? Fix it. What's the next decision needed? Make it. No drama, no waiting for inspiration, just execution. By June 2018, Tesla hit 5,000 Model 3 cars per week. The company survived. The discipline won.
Motivational stories. Here's something nobody talks about. Discipline isn't just about doing hard things. It's about saying no to easy things. Elon Musk is worth over $200 billion. He could retire tomorrow. He could buy an island, travel the world, play video games all day, which he actually loves, and never work again. Every single morning, that option is on the table. Every frustrating meeting, every engineering problem, every crisis, he could just walk away. That's the real test of discipline. It's not about pushing through when you have no choice. It's about pushing through when you have every choice. Most people think they lack discipline, but what they really lack is a strong enough reason. Elon's reason isn't money. He has more than he could spend in 10 lifetimes. His reason is mission. He wants humanity to become a multi-planetary species. He wants to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. These aren't casual goals. These are civilizational missions. When your why is bigger than your comfort, discipline becomes easier. Not easy, easier. So how do you actually build this? How do you go from someone who relies on motivation to someone powered by discipline? Elon's approach breaks down into 3 core principles. First, start with atomic promises. Don't commit to building a rocket tomorrow. Commit to studying rocket science for 30 minutes today. Then do it. Then do it again tomorrow. Your brain learns to trust you through small, kept promises. Second, eliminate decision fatigue. Notice Elon wears the same style of clothes. He eats similar meals. He follows the same morning routine. Why? Because every decision you make drains your willpower. By automating the small stuff, you save your discipline for what matters. Third, embrace discomfort as data. When you feel resistance, when you want to quit, when motivation evaporates, that's not a signal to stop. That's the signal that you're at the exact point where discipline matters most. Elon says, if it's easy, everyone would do it. The fact that it's hard is your competitive advantage. Here's the truth that Elon Musk lives by. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fuel. Sparks fade. Fuel keeps burning. Most people fail not because they lack talent, not because they lack opportunity, not even because they lack motivation at the start. They fail because when motivation disappears, and it always does, they have nothing to replace it with. Discipline is that replacement. It's the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the difference between dreamers and doers.
So here's my challenge to you, the same challenge Elon would give. Pick one thing, just one, something you've been putting off, something you've been waiting to feel motivated about. Commit to doing it every single day for 30 days, not on days you feel like it, every single day. Wake up at the same time, write for 30 minutes, exercise for 20 minutes, learn that skill for an hour. Whatever it is, do it regardless of how you feel. Because in 30 days, you'll discover something profound. You don't need motivation to succeed. You never did. You just need discipline. And discipline, unlike motivation, is a choice you can make right now, in this moment, regardless of how you feel. Elon Musk is building rockets, electric cars, and brain-computer interfaces not because he's always motivated. He's building them because he's always disciplined. The question is, what will you build? The choice is yours. The time is now. Discipline doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It creates them.